Okay. So we saw this position. This was the first position Danny and I saw today. And we were discussing how black would defend the pawn. C5, queen b6, bishop c5. We didn't really like any of them. And it turns out the engine likes bishop c5 the best. It says it's about equal, but we preferred white. Although now that Danny says he likes white, maybe I should change. Okay. Anyway, Dubov literally didn't care and played bishop d6. And both of us were like, where's the compensation? And I was really happy Esipenko took on d4 because I didn't understand what the compensation was. I was like, okay, now we can see. Now, he played rook f8 here, and the engine once was wanting him to play bishop here check, then rook e8, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, this is good. And the engine says that white's not winning here. That black's fine, which I don't agree with. I never disagree with the engine because I'm wrong, but I'm pawn up. You have nothing for a pawn. So I don't get it. Why does the engine not say black's lost, and why did Dubov give up his d4 pawn? I don't know. Now, hopefully I'll get to ask somebody good about this pawn sacrifice, like MVL or Magnus or somebody, and be like, well, what was that? And they'll be like, oh yeah, black has good compensation. Then I guess I lose. So, all right. So he played c3. I mean, white's a pawn up. Bishop c5. The engine hates that move. But I don't understand. White's up a pawn. b4 is okay. Bishop b1 is good. Now, queen e3, which is the engine move, I would have a lot of trouble playing that. Pinning my knight and lining up my queen with his rook. And he plays it because he wants to play queen g5. And then knight f5 check, etc. But I would have trouble playing this move. Okay, king g8 is correct. And then e5, the other reason to play queen e3. The engine doesn't like e5. And then takes. The engine still doesn't say that white's winning here. It says after f6 he's okay, which I don't believe. Okay, that's just a blunder. What happened was Dubov had a psychological problem here that I sacrificed a pawn. I didn't get a lot for it, but okay, now I got it back. And his position's in ruins. Knight takes b4 is a really bad move because white obviously plays knight f5. You can't give your knight away. You can't take that. And this is ridiculous for black because this is coming here. So this is very bad judgment by Dubov. And it's also unusual judgment for Dubov. He's usually not in a hurry to get back a sacrificed pawn. He wants to get compensation, which I never saw. Now his position's bad because he's got g6 in and his bishop's in the wrong place on b6. So his king is frankly terrible. It's like Purina. That's how bad it is. Okay, so he trades rooks. If you take this, I take this, and I'm up a piece because you can't take with the queen and you can't take with the pawn. And same with rook takes. So he played here, knight d6. God damn. Then bishop f5. That was a nice move. I didn't see that coming. That's beautiful. c4. Man, horrible. And then knight c8. Knight c8's unnecessary, but it does win like pretty quickly. And the reason is if you play rook e8, which is the only reasonable move that doesn't lose material, you play knight b6, queen b6, and then e6 or rook d7, and that's it. This knight's not playing, and you got choking on my own rage. Yeah, I showed this actually on this stream. I showed e6 bishop g6. And it resigns. So he played the correct queen takes e5. And I mean, white's just up in exchange for nothing. And black didn't defend very well. So that didn't work out well. Now here the engine's saying c5 is the best move. And I'm furrowing my brow in a vain attempt. Okay, yeah, it took me a while. If you take it, which the engine does not do, and you play king g7, this wins your bishop. And if you play bishop f8, always play bishop f8, then this is even worse. Truth hurts. Yeah, I think if he saw c5, he would have played it if he saw that this was losing. Okay, but whatever. Still just up in exchange for nothing. Resigns. Damn. Yeah, Dubov just played bad that game. His pawn sack was no good. Winning the pawn back